Hey beautiful people, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. No, wait. Hey beautiful people. Hey you guys, what is up? My name is Lizasha and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. If you do like my content, if you find it helpful, give me a thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much to everybody that leaves the comments, that share. I really appreciate you guys. Today's video, I'm sharing with you guys 5 or maybe 6, I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but mostly 5 of your monthly expenses that you can expect per month as an FSJ. Seriously, if you do not know how to budget money, you're gonna be in for it. But anyways, without wasting much of your time, let's get started. Did I mention to give this video a thumbs up? Okay, good. Just saying. Sneak peek of what you can expect monthly basis. Of course, it can be more or less depending on what you personally like to do or what type of a lifestyle you like to live. But for a basic standard normal FSJ student, this is what it's going to be looking like. So expense number 1 is rent. Do FSJs pay rent? No, FSJs do not pay rent. But of course it depends. Let me put it this way, it depends. Most FSJs do not pay rent. Why, you may be asking? Because most FSJ or BFD places that offer the opportunity to do this program do offer you accommodation. They're gonna give you somewhere to stay, okay? So you don't need to hustle on that one. But if they do not give you a place to stay, they will be giving you the rent money, okay? So that is the case for whereby you hear someone who's doing FSJ and they're telling you that they're paying rent, like rent is part of their monthly expense. However, unfortunately, there are also some places that do give FSJ accommodation rent money that is not exactly equivalent to the rent in which they're paying. In that case, for example, the rent is going for like 300 and the FSJ place is giving you 200. It means that you have to be having the money readily available for the rent in your account. They take that and then the organization would then replace the money back in your bank account. So in a way, it could be a monthly expense which you gotta be accountable for. It's kind of not really cool, you know what I'm saying? Which is why I always say this all the time. Like, if you're looking for an FSJ place, I would rather stick to organizations that offer you accommodation. That way you do not have to struggle, you don't gotta hustle, okay? Your story is covered, honey. Let's go to expense number 2. Transport is going to definitely be a monthly expense. Do FSJs pay transport? Who pays for the FSJ transport? Seriously, if I am living 10, 20, 30 minutes away from my workplace, who's paying for the transport to get to my workplace? Who? Anyways, again, this is also very dependent on some FSJ places. As far as I have realized or noticed, most organizations will give their FSJs or BFD students places or accommodation living areas close to the organization, or like close to the hospital, close to the school, or whatever it is where you are going to be doing your FSJ place. They kind of try to make sure that you are close to the place, preferably somewhere where you can just walk like 5 or 10 minutes and you are already working. That way, even if there's a strike, you're still gonna be working. But if that is not the case and you are given a place which is like maybe 30-20 minutes away from the workplace, which is almost kind of similar to my case, there's also an element of them saying, we gave you accommodation, so we're not going to give you transport. So that is how transport then becomes kind of a monthly expense for somebody who is doing like maybe an FSJ or BFD. However, if you do not get the opportunity, also if the second situation is kind of like your situation, which was also kind of the case for me, also during my FSJ time, I was given accommodation, and that meant that I was not going to be given transport money. But however, luckily for the area or the region of Germany where I was staying, I think this is actually all over Germany. I don't know, but I think this may be the case with all areas of Germany, that students, or for example, au pairs, students, FSJlers, usually have like a discounted amount to the tickets. Like you, for example, if the normal tickets go for like 40 euros or 50 euros, as an FSJler, as a BFD, as a student, or as an au pair, you're not going to be paying the same amount. You'll be most likely be paying half of that. So that can be something that you might want to look into, go to the offices, to the bus offices, and ask and consult about these things, so that you are paying half the price. But I do have to say though, whenever we would have like seminars during my FSJ time, and we would need to travel like beyond the region which I live in, of course that would mean me paying kind of like extra money to go there. That money would be compensated, also was compensated. I remember there's a time that we went for a seminar, and I had to pay like 50 euros extra because we were going way out of our region. And when my next pay came, they recompensated me. I was like, yes, I got my money back, what I'm saying? I didn't think it was gonna come, but I mean, they had said it, but I was just like, will it really come? And it really came, so I was so super excited. The third expense is food. How do you might be thinking, okay, let's actually like seriously, really, like, I mean, duh, you're gonna buy for yourself. Wait, let me explain my point. Okay, let me break it down. That's what I thought when I started my FSJ. For me, I was, of course, amongst the ones that have to be buying themselves their own like grocery. Like, I buy my own food. I have my own little budget, groceries, toiletries, basically my own personal stuff. Like when I'm in my place, I buy for myself. But the reason why I was like, hold up, don't come for me yet, is because when I was asking a few of my other friends, they were telling me that in their organizations where they are doing their FSJ and BFD, they don't buy groceries. Like, they can buy if they want to, but they don't gotta. Like, a friend of mine was telling me that at the place where they work, every weekend they're told to like go into this like okay, I'm gonna say like every weekend, like almost every time, they have access to like I don't know if I should say warehouse or this room where groceries are and stuff like that. And basically they can carry whatever they want home. I'm like, what? And actually, not just her, even another one. I also did an interview with another girl who was doing an FSJ in a kindergarten, that's like in a kids daycare. And she was also kind of telling me the same story, that she didn't need to buy groceries. They got given groceries. So next thing is German classes. As an FSJler, you have the opportunity to be undertaking German courses. Of responsible for paying that. Like, who's going to be doing that part? Okay, so here's the thing. Before my FSJ, when I was still like trying to apply and look for places and stuff like that, I did hear that it's possible for an organization to be the one that's covering your German lessons. And I was like, oh wow, that's interesting. So I always used to ask this, like literally whenever I would have like my interview and stuff like that, I would always ask them like, do you guys pay for German classes? And I discovered that most of them were like offering, like had that like their own classes, like almost like as if they had their own German schools, if I should say. That's how it seemed like, or that's how at least I understood it. Like, they had their own German classes or German schools where they would teach you like for German in those schools, or they would pay you again like an extra amount already to your pocket money that they would say is for German classes. Yeah, genau. For me, neither was the cases. I did not get language course. I did not get language course money. I did not have my German classes sozusagen. I didn't have like my German classes. What's the word? Provided for me, like with my institution. That was not the case. However, my working times were adjusted a bit so that I'm able to do like my German classes somewhere else where I did. But for me, I paid my German classes on my own. Costed me something around 300 euros. I did this over a month, over a period of about, I think almost 5 to 6 months, I think. Yeah, it really depends. Other organizations will pay for you for the German classes. They will provide you with the German courses. That way you don't even really have to consider it as your monthly expense. The next thing is Wi-Fi or phone data. Like, who covers these things? When I got my FSJ accommodation, I was so super excited, and I thought I was going to be having Wi-Fi at my house. Unfortunately, I didn't. I didn't have Wi-Fi where I stayed. I didn't. But we did have Wi-Fi at the workplace. So that meant that at the beginning, I had to mostly be dependent on the Wi-Fi from work. But then once I'm home, it was kind of really a bummer. But of course, some other organizations will offer like Wi-Fi in the like accommodation residence areas. You will have the place be having Wi-Fi, and you don't really have to worry about that. But of course, once you're like on the road now, in terms of your personal phone data, so far I have not heard of organizations that cover for that. Could be that they're there, I don't know. I haven't heard about them so far. As far as I know, your own personal data, you have to be the one who pays for that. Just in case you're wondering, with Versicherung, I think I've mentioned this one in my previous videos before, but I'm just going to say it again. Maybe probably also depending on like the organization that you're working with, but most of the time, Versicherung or health insurance will not be part of your monthly expenses, really. It won't, as it's paid for monthly, but you're just not the one doing that. Like, most of the time, the organization that you're under is the one to cover for the insurance. All you gotta do is just get sick and be covered by it. I'm joking. Don't get sick if you're not sick, okay? But if you do get sick, the health insurance will come through. And the last one. I literally feel shivers go down my spine. When I mentioned this one, it's not really monthly expense. You can pay it on a monthly if you want. You can pay it quarterly. You can pay it probably twice a year or something like that. But still to understand, I am really still to understand why FSJlers have to pay this one, honestly, because most FSJlers, you're kind of really just starting out. So that kind of means you don't really have much property. So most likely you're not going to have television and radio. But there is this bill that is called Rundfunk. You know, like I said, once you're now doing an FSJ, you kind of have like an apartment or a Wohnung with your name registered on it, yeah? And in Germany, every single person that has a Wohnung or an apartment under their name has to pay the radio, like has to pay for radio. It doesn't matter whether you have radio or not. Like, somebody please help me understand this in the comment section. Like, really, you guys, I don't understand. Like, even up until now, yeah, it's actually a law that everybody, but like, yeah, that's just how it is, you know. When you're in Rome, you do as the Romans do, you know. So when you're in Germany, you have to abide by the law, even if you do not have the radio or the television in question. Why? I don't know. I'm yet to still understand it, but hey, this is how it is. So you're gonna. Anyways, you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you reached the end, and yeah, make sure to like this video, give this video a thumbs up, you guys, and let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. I'm gonna catch you on my next one. Bye.